Thank you, Chair. I want to thank you, Secretary Jewell, for your leadership around the issue just here at the beginning around the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. In my view, there are many places in our federal estate where oil and gas development are the highest and best use of our federal lands. I believe wildlife refuges are not among them. And I want to thank you for recognizing that unique wilderness resource that frankly belongs to every American. We've got 2 new National Park Service units in my home state of New Mexico that passed in the last public lands bill. And the local communities that host these new units are incredibly excited to see these places finally come to fruition after literally decades of advocacy. At one of those, at the Valles Caldera National Preserve, management's moving from an unsuccessful experimental model to a more traditional national preserve model under Park Service management. And what drove that was really a lack of adequate public access and recreational opportunities under the previous arrangement. But the preserve has a very strong, scientifically driven resource management program that the delegation, certainly myself, feel must continue under the new management model. And in particular, the preserve has been a key partner in a collaborative forest landscape restoration project in the Jemez Mountains designed to reduce the risk of catastrophic fire and to restore forest health after many years of relatively irresponsible high-grade logging that occurred years ago when this land was actually private. Adjacent land managers, including several tribes and the Department of Energy, have a big stake in making sure that the preserve doesn't present a fire threat to its neighbors. And as management transitions to the Park Service, I want to know that we can count on this critical restoration work continuing, and wanted to ask the Park Service if in particular, if the Park Service can continue to work with the preserve's existing partners, including neighboring tribes, to finish this important forest health project.
I'll certainly ask the team to take that into consideration. I think when there's really good restoration work going on the ground, we have a lot to learn from it. I do know budget-wise, it's a bit squeezed, as a lot of things are, so we need to make sure we get a source of funding.
Absolutely. There is a source of funding. The funding actually comes, we saw this transition coming, so there is legislative authority. It is largely an administrative issue of making sure that this moves forward. There is funding there, and there is legislative authority that Senator Udall led the effort on last year in the budget. So we look forward to working with you on this project. It's absolutely critical. And it's unusual in the fact that you have sort of a commingling of management between agriculture, Department of Agriculture, and Interior as this transition occurs.
And they've been working closely with us on this transition, so look forward to working with you on that.